My lantern! What the?
You may as well give up on that, mortal. I didn't like how fire gave off light, so I decided it shouldn't.
How can...
I do this, to put it simply, because I wanted to. Now then, what can a poor lost soul do for you, Connell? The only people that come here are people looking to escape something.
How do you know my name?
Oh, I've always known.
But this is the first time we've met.
Oh yes, this is the first time I've physically seen you. But one look at you and I can see every moment of your mortal life since your birth. Every second you've experienced. Every moment you've savored and feared. And I see every moment of your mortal life that you've yet to experience up until the day you die. Which answers the question as to why you are here.
If you know so much about me, then why do you insist on playing this game?
I have to hear it from you, Connell. I cannot influence your choices. I cannot change your mind. I can only provide you what you ask.
I want you to make me undying.
Yes, the mortal not knowing what he's been given. Well, Connell, I can grant requests, but you must know the price.
I am prepared to offer my soul in exchange.
I do love you humans. So impudent. I am something beyond your comprehension. That itch of insanity in the back of your mind. A thing writhing in the darkness. Do you think if I were to make you undying, you would be able to pay me back with your soul? The price for the undying is so much more than that, Connell. If you want to live forever, you're going to have to give me many souls in exchange for your eternity.
Last round was a complete mess. Illusion gas still floods parts of the HQ, and now I have these charms to worry about. I still don't have enough concrete evidence to pin this on Morph, but I'll have to make a move soon or I'll fall behind. On the other hand, it wasn't completely pointless. I have a name now. Tiberius. But that still leaves the question of the Fae that's no doubt involved with this whole mess. I can't help but feel I'm getting close to the answer, which means I'll have to make a move soon. I'll need to be ready. Hey, wait a minute! No, not this shtick.
Relax, John. It's just me.
Oh, Azrael. I wasn't expecting to see you here.
I'm usually not expected anywhere.
Right, so what can I do for the Angel of Death today?
I'm here on business. Couple of 20-somethings stuck in purgatory, if I recall.
This is purgatory?
It's outsourced by other universes from time to time. I'm just here to make sure it doesn't bleed into ours.
That's an odd thing to be doing.
Yeah, and you can imagine my surprise when I figure out the whole place has gone to crap. Figured you'd be involved.
Is there any point to this meeting? I'm busy at the moment.
You're running out of time.
Come again?
Tell me, John, in the instance of just about everyone that's here, what's the condition they're in?
I don't follow.
The people in the hospital you're trying to help, what was their condition?
Well, they were in a coma.
And how many people here do you think are missing proper medical treatment for such a condition?
This place is a death sentence.
Exactly. My apologies to dump this on you, but I felt it necessary to give you proper motivation to speed things along. Also, Jack tried to get in a little while ago. You didn't stumble upon any images of him, did you?
Particularly vivid memory.
Be careful with that. There's no telling what kind of damage he'd do to people of other universes. Now we're willing to overlook your jumping in here without telling us, but you'd best be careful and do what you can to solve this.
I take it you already know the results of the investigation?
I've already made assumptions.
Then how?
You know I can't tell you, John. I can't influence your choices directly. Now I must be off.
Wait, before you go, there's a girl named Penny.
She's on the list.
What? Azrael, she's just a child.
Regrettable, but my job is my job.
Azrael, I made her a promise.
And I have to do my job, John. You know I rarely make exceptions.
Then how about a deal?
You really care that much about her, do you? Well, I can't make any promises, but I will say I can try.
That's all I'm asking for, Azrael.
Just remember, if anyone dies that isn't already dead, the deal is off. Understand?
Of course.
I'll leave you with this last hint, John. Follow your investigation as you normally would, but understand this is far larger than Tiberius. There are other forces at work here to be mindful of.
No pressure, right?
Tiberius, we got a problem.
Oh, gee, you think? We've been running into nothing but problems for the first moment we stepped into this hellhole. And frankly, middle management here is terrible. The whole system needs to be reworked.
Tiberius, we have an especially big problem.
Fine, what is it?
The goat lost his charm. We have to assume he started talking.
Oh, well damn, that is a problem. How long ago did he start spilling the beans?
Probably about 15 minutes ago.
You waited until now to tell me about this!
You seem pretty busy.
What is wrong with you? Did you at least get the charms on those chumps in the infirmary?
Yep.
Well, start waking them up. For all we know, Finnegan could be on his way here right now.
All of them?
Yes, all of them!
Okay, what you gonna do?
I'll have to drop one of our trump cards early thanks to this whole fiasco. I'm gonna put as many barriers between us as possible. You just hurry up and stop Finnegan. Use any means at your disposal.
I'll admit, what Azrael told me had me on edge. My mind was racing now. How long had we been here? How long did they have left? Has it been days? Hours? Minutes? Was there anyone already dead? But I can't afford to dwell on that. There was the matter of Tiberius. He wasn't the cause. I will admit I do feel like I've been chasing a symptom, but at the moment this was all I had. I can't afford to get distracted now. I need to get to work, and I need to work fast.
Mr. Finnegan, are you all right? You look like you've seen... Well, you look like you're more concerned than usual.
Oh, hello, Naughty. No, I'm not fine. I have 1,000 thoughts running through my head, and I'm only now just figuring out where to get started.
Perhaps a break would be in order, Mr. Finnegan. You look exhausted.
I'm sorry, sir. Do I know you?
Oh, this is Milas. He's the head of the animals department. He's in charge of all the animals you would see in a dream.
I see. Well, I'm sorry to say I've looked exhausted for the last few hundred years, and I am unfortunately unable to take a break. The clock is ticking, and I have no idea how much time I have left before bodies start dropping.
That is rather morbid, though not entirely inaccurate. Well, either way, I suppose I should thank you for informing us of the sabotage of TT's department.
You're welcome. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to my research.
Before you do, I have something for you, dearie.
Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Is something the matter, Mr. Finnegan?
How many of these have you passed out?
Not too many. We haven't had much of a chance to talk to the other contestants yet.
Then it's not all bad. God, I'm so stupid! Of course I waited just a little too long to tell someone else because I'm a paranoid ass!
Such profanity!
Care to explain what's going on?
Naughty, Milas, you don't understand. I was attacked last round by Raymond. He was wearing one of these charms. They're a protection charm, but they're also mind-altering as well. You have to get rid of these right now.
But Morph was the one who gave them to us.
Morph is in on it, don't you understand? Morph is a part of the whole thing!
You have a lot of nerve suggesting one of us is behind this, Finnegan. If you hadn't helped in the last few rounds, I would... That should do the trick. For now. With that set up, I'm gonna need you to keep them distracted while I talk with Morph. Perhaps now that we have a bit of leverage, he'll be more willing to spill the beans.
And what if they find me?
You'll figure something out. Now get going. The more time we get, the better. I'll be drained for quite some time, so you're taking point for now.
Oh, I must say, Cranberries, this reminds me of my garden back at home. Always in need of a good weeding, I'd surmise. Now I wonder what kind of maintenance they do here. It must not be a lot. A shame. It has some good potential, don't you think? Though it did grow rather suddenly, I must admit. It may be a new type of ivy. Oh, I do hope that young lady we met before didn't get caught in it. Oh my goodness! Oh dear, this poor man got tangled up in the garden. Cranberries, do you think you can help him? Oh, that's great. Thanks, Cranberries. Are you all right, young man? Oh, that doesn't look too pleasant.
It isn't.
Oh, another human. That's quite surprising. I haven't seen a human regenerate like that before.
Wait a second. Holy shit, you're an Eastern dragon.
Well, for the last 5,000 years.
What are you doing here in all places?
Oh, I'm just admiring the new garden we seem to have.
You can't be serious. Is he serious? You know what? I'm not even surprised at this point.
It's a pleasure to meet you, young man. I'm Archibald, and this is my friend Cranberries.
I have a feeling that's not even remotely close to their name. I'm John Finnegan. I'm grateful to have you come along.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Brom. Can I ask what you're doing here?
Just roll with it. At the moment, trying to figure out the best way to get everyone out of this mess. These plants were created with magic, so I can't testify to how safe they are to be around.
Magic, you say? Well, then I suppose we'll have to be careful.
You alright, Archibald?
Oh, I'm fine. Nothing to worry your little head about.
Right. Well, if you're by yourselves, it might be best if we walk together. Though with that thing around, I doubt he's in any real danger.
Oh, that would be just wonderful. We're always looking for company, after all.
Right. Come on, Cranberries. Let's go. Hello? Can she hear me?
Oh, one moment. Cranberries, this nice man wants to walk with us. Isn't that great?
Not gonna bother asking. Well, let's get going. With any luck, we'll find others that we can help.
Oh, that's wonderful. And maybe we can have tea and cookies after.
Don't bet on it.
Young man, can I ask you a question?
Depends on what it is.
Your eyes seem very guilty. Why is that?
Because I've done something to be guilty over.
Oh, I see.
Mind if I ask a counter question?
I suppose.
Why are your eyes the same as mine?
You're certainly a perceptive young man.
It's my job.
Well, I suppose if you look at it, 5,000 years is a very long time to make mistakes.
What a pair we make, huh?
Oh, but you're far too young to be worrying about things like an old fart such as myself.
I'd be careful, Archibald. I might just surprise you.
Oh dear, is something wrong?
Shh! I hear something.
Oh dear, I hope you're not planning on killing anybody.
Relax. Wax bullets. They hurt like hell, but they don't kill. Now keep quiet.
There you go, dearie. That ought to brighten everything up a little bit.
Whatever.
And so that's when I was picked up by Archibald and, Cranberries. You, know anything about those two?
I can't say I know too much about them. Quite an odd pairing they make.
So when did you two pick up Penny?
Shortly after you pushed us out of the way, we started wandering and found her on her own. She seemed confused, so we hope she's fine.
That's great. We have another thing to worry about.
Indeed. Now then, about this business of Morph.
Is now really the time for that, Milas?
And when would be a better time, Noddy? After all that's happened, I do think we're entitled to some answers, and frankly, I want to know if I can trust our most benevolent immortal here.
Milas.
No, that's alright, Naughty. I should have said something earlier, but I was afraid of what would happen to the investigation if I did.
Look, I appreciate how much you've helped here recently, but Morph is one of my best friends. I've known him for years, and frankly, he doesn't have the capacity to do what you're saying he might be doing. If I'm going to trust you, I'll just Need more evidence.
Trust me, I won't make a move until I know more.
That's all I can ask. Now then, there is the matter of this greenery.
Do you think it's really true that these are made of magic?
Magic?
That's the running theory, though with all that's happening, it's hard to be sure. I'm not wholly unconvinced I'm still not hallucinating from the gas incident.
I see. Well, I suppose it would be a good idea if I found us a way out of here. I'll scout ahead. You wait here. As soon as I'm sure everything is safe, we can start the next round of the tournament.
Pardon?
I'll leave you in the hands of Miss Naughty while I search for an exit and the other contenders. Make sure she's safe. Understand?
Understood. Damn tournament.
Poor man. Sometimes I feel he's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders.
By the way he walks, I'd say that's not a wrong guess.
Hey there, Penny.
Oh, hi.
Are you alright? I'm surprised to see you fallen into another sticky situation.
Oh, I'm fine. Just surprised is all.
Well, that's good. How have the other people here been?
I don't know. I haven't talked to them all that much.
Really now? Well, that's unfortunate.
Penny, dear, I'm sorry to bother, but could you come here for a moment?
Coming!
Careful, if you stare any harder, you might catch fire.
She's a tough kid. I'm sure she'll be fine.
Oh, that sounds dreadful. I hope it wasn't too hard on the poor thing.
She's a tough kid. I'm sure she'll be fine.
You certainly seem concerned for her well-being, I will admit.
What can I say? She reminds me of my daughter.
You have a child?
Had.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. How long ago did you lose her?
That is a highly personal question.
I'm sorry if I overstepped my boundaries. It just looks like you've got something to get off your chest.
The concern is appreciated, but I'm well past the point of talking about it to fix it. But she left this world over 400 years ago.
My goodness, you must be the oldest human I've ever met.
Embarrassed about calling me young man now?
Don't get ahead of yourself. You've still got a long way before you reach my age.
Well, hopefully it won't get to that point. But I think if I turned out like you, it wouldn't be so bad.
You wouldn't want to be like me, Sean. I'm no good to anybody.
Well, you helped me out. I'd say you still got something left in you.
Perhaps.
You've killed before, haven't you? You don't have to say it. Someone your age, it was likely inevitable.
And have you done the same?
Like you said, I'm likely the oldest human you've ever met. You don't get to be that old without having blood on your hands.
So how do you deal with the guilt of it all? I'm certain it can't be easy.
Easy's got nothing to do with it. I handle it as I should. Push forward and try to make everything right. What's the point of feeling guilt if you don't do anything about it?
What's so funny?
We have got to be a couple of the most depressing old men in existence.
I suppose you got me there.
I know it doesn't mean much coming from me, but I don't care what you may have done in your life, Archibald. If you try, then I think anyone can be redeemed if they work hard enough at it.
You're a good man, John.
No, I'm really not, but I'll try to be. Everyone, get away from the walls right now! Something's coming through, and based off of past experience, it is not friendly. Damn it all, this isn't good.
Wait, I recognize her. She's supposed to be in the infirmary. What is she doing here?
Look at their wrists.
But I don't remember ever giving them to the people in the infirmary.
Likely someone forced it on them when they were incapacitated. Seems to have patched them up as well.
Now I don't know what you're doing out of bed, but you need to go back right this instant. You are not well and need to be tended to.
That ain't gonna work, Naughty. Those things are messing with their minds. There's no telling what they're seeing now.
Then what can we do? We have to help them somehow.
Right, I forgot that they're also protection charms. Fuck, thanks John. You've got 3 opponents. One with a sword, one who can use magic, and another unknown entity. There's no way you can stop them all while protecting 3 people by myself. And with how hard Cranberries hits, there's no guarantee that they'll all be alive if she gets involved. Damn it, I don't have a choice, do I? Naughty! I need a cherry bomb in a 1-liter bottle half filled with iron dust right now!
What are you planning?
There's no time to explain. Just get it to me. And you! Tell your friend here that if she kills anyone, I will personally make her regret it. You got that?
Well,
I will not repeat myself.
Here you are, Mr. Finnegan. Please just don't hurt anyone too badly.
Don't worry. I'll make sure everyone gets out alive. Promise. If you had gotten involved 30 seconds earlier, you could have saved me some of the worst pain I've ever felt in my damn life.
Sorry, I had to make sure she understood what you wanted.
Whatever.
Are you all right, Mr. Finnegan?
I'm fine.
I suppose this confirms your theory is correct. I will have to tell Milas of this immediately.
That would be a good idea. By the way, may I have one of those iron knuckle dusters I asked you about?
Oh, of course. It's the least I can do.
Thanks.
Mr. Finnegan, what are you doing?
Where is she? Where is Penny?
John, that is Penny.
Take a look at her face and tell me if she is.
Penny?
Oh, just shut up already.
What is that thing?
That's a mare. A Germanic fae that causes nightmares back where I come from. They feed off of negative emotions, so they cause bad dreams.
Very perceptive of you, John Finnegan, but you won't stop me now. Well, damn. Guess that explains why Tiberius treats me like an idiot. Well, if I'm going down, I'm gonna take someone with me. You'll do.
Why did you?
Was I really doing anything different up until this point?
Doesn't that hurt?
Oh, trust me. I kinda wish I were dead right now.
You didn't have to save me. You should have just let me.
And what would dying settle for you here? You still got things you have to make up for, right?
Do you think this changes anything, human? Do you think playing the hero is going to help you? Tiberius told me all about you already. You're a murderer, John. You can't escape that. You haven't told them, have you? How you got your immortality. How you sacrificed your village, your daughter, all to live forever. And what's even worse is you had them dragged to hell to do it.
Congratulations. You just spilt the backstory I was gonna tell everyone who knew me for more than 2 hours. A backstory that half the Fae know, and just about every person I've ever met knows already. You ask what I have to say? I don't give a shit. Now tell me where Penny is before I rip your fucking fingers off with my bare hands.
You talk big game. But besides your curse, you're still just a human. I'll try not to enjoy this too much. Oh, right. Somehow I completely forgot about you. Ah!
No! No! They still have Penny! I needed her! I needed her to tell me where Penny was! But of course, every fucking choice I make falls apart around me! God! Stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! You can't even keep a little girl safe! So of course I'm the guy who's supposed to keep everyone alive! Of course I have to be the one to try to fix this mess! So I guess it makes sense that I'm the one who screws everyone over! How am I supposed to get everyone out of here if I can't protect one little girl? I don't break down often. My curse forbids my body to change, so my heart rarely races. My mind usually stays clear even in the worst scenarios, which is why you can throw things at me that would cause other people to freak out, and I'll just take it without question. But I don't know if it was what Azrael told me earlier, or just the pressure of everything slowly building up on me. But I snapped at that moment. And when I snap, it's never pretty. It's frustrating, agonizing, heart-wrenching. Cry, damn it! Let yourself know you're still human, for God's sake!
Hey now, there's no need to panic, my boy. Things may be looking grim, but I'm certain it'll all turn out well enough.
What makes you say that? My lead is gone, we're trapped in a maze, and now they have a hostage. How on earth could things turn out well after this?
Because you're here.
Even after all you've heard about me, that's the first thing that comes to mind.
Well, if I'm being frank, what you've done is unforgivable. Dastardly and flat-out evil. But I'm not in a position to judge myself.
I see. Well, I suppose I have a lot of explaining to do for the heads of staff.
Actually...
Something you're not telling me?
We actually know already.
Pierre?
Pierre.
Damn it, Pierre.
But what Archibald said here is correct, Mr. Finnegan. The fact is, I don't know much about your motivations, but if anyone here can make something of this situation, it's you. Now, I need you to stop crying on the floor for 5 minutes and get your head back in the game. So stiff upper lip, hold your head up high, and please, if you need anything, just ask. You can't keep shouldering this burden yourself.
I swear, you people are the oddest people I've met in my entire life. Alright then, first order of business. I'm tired of waiting on Milas. For all we know, he could be dealing with problems all on his own. So we need to figure out how to leave on our own and get all of these people out of here and back to the infirmary.
That's more like it.
Now then, what do we know about these plants?
Well, cranberries can tear them apart, but they keep growing back.
From what you've said, they're magical in origin.
That's right. They're self-sustaining and self-repairing. A spell like that would be far too taxing on someone. Meaning that this isn't a channeled spell, otherwise it would have dissipated a long time ago.
If I'm being honest, I can't even identify this type of plant. I ain't seen it at any point, at least to what I can remember.
Which means that this isn't a normal plant, which can be assumed based off of previous evidence. Meaning there's only one feasible option. A summoning spell. Nutty. May I have some more iron shavings, please?
Certainly.
Just as I thought. I wondered why it had died when I was trapped in it. It was reacting to my baton. These plants have been summoned from the Fey realm, meaning iron will rip through these like a hot knife through butter. Get me as much iron dust as you can. Archibald, start making gurneys for the people who are injured and have Cranberry start punching her way through that dead vine. We're going to find everybody we can and get them out of here. I don't know if I'll be able to salvage the mess that's been caused here, but at this point that doesn't matter. People are counting on me and now I can't keep my hand hidden. Not that I want to anymore anyway. Tiberius and his mare companion may have the upper hand now, but they've made one fatal mistake. They managed to piss me off.